I'm following up tonight on concerns from a group of Buffalo Bills fans after the first preseason game this year in Orchard Park. You may have seen this social media post from one of these fans about their experience at last weekend's preseason game. Brittany Carey says deputies with the Erie County Sheriff's Office prevented her and members of her cancer support group from exiting their bus at the stadium gate. Instead, the group had to walk from one of the lots. Carey then calling for change over how people with disabilities are treated. Well, I met with Carey today about these concerns, and she tells me she has resolved Saturday's incident with the Erie County Sheriff, and now everybody involved, all the groups, including the Buffalo Bills, hope this can raise awareness about important policies that you need to know about for game day.
We walked from here.
That's pretty far for people who can't walk.
Yeah.
Brittany Carey tells me she is not happy with how things were handled Saturday at the Bills' preseason game in Orchard Park. She and a busload of her friends, all with disabilities, wanted to be dropped off close to the stadium, but she says a police officer told them that wasn't possible.
The attendant said yes. We went to go and the sheriff said no.
She says she and her friends had to walk a long way to get to the stadium.
Just looking at me, you can't tell that I have a brain virus and I have tumors growing off of my spine and that I have necrotic bones. Several of our girls, again, even though we're young, have had their knees replaced, have had their hips replaced.
The sheriff's office tells me they're looking into how this situation was handled and apologized to Brittany and her friends.
Every year out at the Bills Stadium, at Highmark Stadium, we have hundreds of thousands of interactions with people, and 99.999% of the time, they go fine.
Chief Tim Carney says in this case it appeared to be a misunderstanding, and because of construction on the new stadium, he wants to make sure everyone takes note of changes. For example, he says the new bus and limo lot will be located off Southwestern Boulevard by Abbott behind Prohibition, but you have to have a permit.
If you're either in a limo or a bus and show up without a pass, then you're not going to be allowed to park on Bills property.
We just ask fans to plan ahead, visit the Buffalo Bills website.
I went to the stadium to talk to Andy Major, VP of Operations and Guest Experiences, about accommodations for people with disabilities and changes in parking. And if you have a disability, you were saying you have so many services available for people to help them get transportation. They just have to plan ahead.
Yeah, our guest services team, our ticket office, we do a lot with our guests with disabilities. They can park in our lots. We also have ADA transport from the parking lot areas. We have wheelchair service from the gates to the seating area. But again, plan ahead. Home opener is going to be a busy one.
One of many games Bills fans like Brittany can't wait to watch.
The Bills, that's like our country. Everyone here is a Bills fan.
And everybody at One Bills Drive working really hard right now. The Bills want you to keep in mind there is active construction, though, happening around the current stadium, so this could impact how you're able to get around. It may not be what you're used to. So you can visit the team's website for information about open lots and the best ways to reach the stadium. Again, they're urging you, plan ahead, especially now, and if you need assistance, let them know.